Welcome everyone to another episode of Rodian Radio. We have special guest here, fellow podcasters, JediTalk, and I'm here with my good friend Danny.
Hello,
and we are actually, this is our first, if I can get it to connect. There we go. Now this is our first Instagram live, so we're gonna let a few people get in here, and before we actually get the show rolling, we'll.
What's up, Instagram? How's it going, everyone, over on the Instagram? I like Instagram. It's my preferred platform. I'm not a TikTok. I'm almost 33 years old. Not a TikToker. Can't do it. I'm not out there doing TikTok dances in the grocery store. I can't do it. I was in Target. I'm not kidding you guys. I was in Target the other day, and I'm walking. I was like in the trash bag aisle, where no one would want to be seen. Like nothing like that. And I'm walking by, and there's these three teenage girls, and they're doing this like dance in front of like Snapple, and I'm just like, is this brand placement? Like what is happening? I'm so I couldn't imagine getting three of my friends together and dancing in front of the camera.
Hey, sponsorships.
It drives me insane. I don't understand. I don't understand what anyone's doing.
I'm surprised you don't get it in Orlando when you go to Disney.
I see it all the time there, but like that, I get it. You're in front of the castle, it's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But like in Target, in front of literally in front of bottles of Snapple behind you, like what are we doing? Is Snapple paying for this?
That is that's the age we live in nowadays.
Wow, man! I don't understand who's watching that and going like, yeah, I want to see more of that.
I guarantee you that those girls' videos got up in the 30K likes.
Oh, for sure. Of course.
I guarantee it.
Hey, there's three of us, so we can go to a grocery store.
Let's all meet in the middle. Let's all meet in San Antonio and go to the Alamo and dance in front of it.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to In-N-Out and do we'll make up like an In-N-Out dance in Texas. Yeah. I think we should.
God.
We'll bring guns because it's Texas.
Man, forget guns. I'm bringing my whole Boba Fett suit. So,
dude, what is it? Is that a hot toy?
No, this is actually a Disney Store exclusive, the Diamond Select.
Oh, okay. It looks so much. You use forced perspective. You're clever. It looks like it's like 9 feet tall.
It's about 8 inches tall. But I do have several Hot Toys and Sideshow collectibles, and Boba Fett is actually one of them. I actually got the Mythos Boba Fett, and took all of his cloaks off, and I repainted him and put a cape on him and turned it into Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. So I have the Boba Fett Hot Toys.
That's awesome, man.
So if he's paying $300,
I saw that in stores here, like at Disney Springs and stuff.
Yeah.
But it looks really cool posed.
I definitely recommend it if you're a display collector. It doesn't have much articulation, but like Danny asked me earlier, he's like, "Are you going to customize it?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going to turn it into the holiday special Boba Fett since he doesn't have much articulation." So,
dude, the holiday Boba Fett is one of my. Actually, let me see if I can find it. I have from Star Wars Celebration in Chicago.
Chicago?
Yeah, did you go? Were you at that celebration?
I have never been to a Star Wars celebration. I've never been lucky enough to go.
What?
Neither have I.
Oh man,
never been lucky enough to go.
Are you going to go to the next one? This one that's in May?
Probably not, but I will be at the ICC Con in Nashville in April.
Okay.
It's a toys collection.
This is separate from the live stream. I know we're live right now, but message me afterwards, and we'll figure it out. Because Jedi
going
Talk
to Florida, Danny, take that. California.
Jedi Talk gets media for Star Wars Celebration, so we can figure it out.
Hey, maybe I'll go too. That'll be a surprise. We'll see.
Yes, you guys are producers on Jedi Talk, yeah? Officially, right? That's what I heard.
I'll take the executive producer.
Oh, here it is.
I'll throw my theories.
Here it is. Here's my Boba Fett lunchbox from Star Wars Celebration.
Nice. I am Boba Fett.
I got blue lighting in here. It's hard to see, but I love this thing, man.
Hello, friend. That's one thing I didn't like. Well, I definitely didn't like a lot of stuff about the holiday special, but like the
So
one
many
thing
things
about
You mean all of it?
yeah, no, I like the Boba Fett stuff, and I loved seeing Greedo. Like when I saw Greedo, I was like, yes, salvation for this. But no, like the one thing I didn't like how they did with Boba Fett is how he called everybody friend.
Yeah.
Love
Like,
that.
hello,
Well,
friend.
you know what's funny though? It's kind of coming full circle with Book of Boba Fett, right? Like he's a more friendly, trying not to ruffle too many feathers.
Yeah,
Daimo, you know, it's kind of coming full circle with that. So,
yeah.
you know,
Well, he was left for dead on the sands of Tatooine.
on the sands of Tatooine.
Tatooine. For you on the Instagram live, hello everybody. I'm gonna flip the camera here so you can see what we are doing. Wave hey, everybody.
Hello.
Oh,
I wish I had like my tripod. I would leave it right here. But
yeah, that's a really cool case.
yeah, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another glorious episode of Jedi Talk. Oh, wait, this is Rodian Radio. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all the
Featuring
same
Jedi
around
Talk,
here.
featuring.
It's all the same around
Man,
here.
man, I gotta flex one of my characters. Actually, this is one of the, I'd say one of my favorite Black Series figure. It's a custom made by my good old friend Chase here. I use
Oh
it in-
yeah, this is the best figure I've ever
this
customized.
is
By
the
the way,
best. It's a Captain Vaughn. I just gave him an M16.
Oh, dude, that's dope.
I just gave him an M16 because it looks pretty cool.
That's awesome, man.
Yep.
that's the best
What-
figure I ever made.
What is okay? So while we're talking about collectible stuff,
Mhm.
what is like your one collectible that you have that you like absolutely adore?
Boba
They're
Fett
like,
Hot
nope.
Toys.
That one? Okay.
Oh, it's
Danny, what-
Ahsoka from the new Black Series, from the animated show.
Mine is definitely my
Oh
Boba
yes.
Fett.
Okay. I have that. Is that the one with the? Is that the one with the purple box?
No, that's the other one. It's I'll show it to
That's
you.
the Rebels version. He's talking about the Clone Wars.
Clone Wars.
Oh,
version.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Why she got the head
I
tilt? She
have-
got the Mando head tilt going on.
Hey, who knows in future photos? I
I
do like to
have,
do a lot of cross.
What's up, guys? Everybody on the Instagram live, Young Jedi, Beamer the Collector. Hey, Beamer the Collector, we actually gave you a shout out on our last episode, so when that drops, be sure to check that out.
Danny, I have actually I have two things that tie into Ahsoka right now. So
Yeah.
the other night over here in Galaxy's Edge,
Mhm.
there was a lightsaber meetup and Ashley Eckstein showed
I
up.
saw that, man. If you
What?
tell me you was
Oh
there,
my
I'm
God.
leaving
there.
right now.
I was there. I took
Alright,
the
bye.
videos.
This is it.
I took the videos, bro. I was there.
Dang.
And I also have the color changing Clone Wars Galaxy's Edge hilts that she signed.
No,
That's
I'm
pretty
out.
cool.
I'm out. I'm out.
Come on, man.
But those things are not like my number one. This is one of my number one toys. I love this thing. It is the deleted scenes Luke making a lightsaber TVC.
Oh, what, dude?
Bro.
Those are exclusive.
Bro.
Yeah, bro. Now, did I spend money on this? Yeah, I did. Do I regret it? Kinda. They're not as
He's-
much money as they were.
he's-
you know
now
what?
when I spent it.
If
He's
I
about.
was-
He needs money to buy back his house. He's got all
Yeah.
these figures.
If I was to drop big money on something like that, I would buy the carbonated vintage collection Jar Jar Binks.
I love that figure, dude.
I would
Dude,
love
have you
to
seen
do
the TVC, that whole like that collection of like 12 figures they did for that one Comic-Con or whatever?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, you gotta look that set up. That set's awesome.
What's up, 575 Toys? How you doing?
My golden goose, like my golden egg, is the Jocasta New TVC. I want that so bad.
Not
I
the
love
Jedi
Jocasta.
Grandma.
I love Jocasta New, bro. I love Jocasta New. And it comes with a bust of Count Dooku in the TVC, so it's to scale. It's awesome.
So we got a question here from Beamer the Collector. What is the best Star Wars movie? Easy, Return of the Jedi.
That's my favorite.
Empire Strikes Back.
Get out of
So
here.
so we talk about this a lot on the show. There's what is your favorite and what is the best.
Oh, okay.
Objectively speaking,
Return of the
Empire
Jedi.
Strikes Back
Objectively.
is the best. My favorite is Return of the Jedi. I
Mine's-
go back and forth with Return of the Jedi and The Last Jedi as my favorite. I love both those movies.
When it comes to that, I would say.
Excuse me. Hold on.
Wait. you say you already heard something wrong with that.
Yeah.
statement.
You know where I'm going. Did I just hear you say that you go back and forth from Return of the Jedi
Yes.
and The
I
Last
will
Jedi?
defend. Hey, I've been a lifelong Star Wars fan since I was a child. I'm 33 years old. The Last Jedi is going to be one of those movies that in like the next 5-6 years, the same way people have flipped on the prequels. Because I don't know how old you guys are, but when I was growing up, everyone hated the prequels. Everyone
grew up on the prequels.
We grew up on the prequels.
I understand, and I did too. I'm how old are you guys?
I'm 22.
My birthday is in 3 weeks. I'll be 24.
Okay, I was 10 when Phantom Menace came out. I saw it as a 10-year-old in the theater. To this day, it is one of my favorite experiences. Now, here's what you got to understand too. There are kids right now that their version of Star Wars is going to be 7, 8, 9, and the same way that you might feel about 7, 8, 9, the people who grew up on the original trilogy feel about the prequels and everything else. There's this like weird thing that people, like, I'm telling you, man, in the next 5-6 years, people are going to start flipping on these sequel trilogies, man. There's nothing wrong with those movies, except The Rise of Skywalker. Skywalker's got a lot of holes where I want to bash my head into the wall.
Okay, I'll bring you back in. You're back in the club since you said that.
I understand where he's coming from because he stopped.
The Last Jedi is a masterpiece. It might not be what you wanted out of a movie following the Force Awakens, but if you objectively look at Luke Skywalker and compare him to Obi-Wan Kenobi, it is exactly this. It's the same story, and that's okay because that's what Star Wars is. It rhymes. It's poetry. There's only so many stories you can tell about good and evil. They either
I'm about
change
to have
or they
to take
don't.
my jacket off because I'm getting heated over.
Get heated, bro. Dude, we can talk Last Jedi. I got you.
No, I'm just kidding. All right, so we got another question. What is the worst Star Wars movie? Easy.
The Rise of Skywalker. No, The Rise of Skywalker has to be the worst movie.
Attack of the Clones is trash. It's trash.
All right, ladies and
No,
gentlemen.
it's not. No, it's not. It's
Play the
coarse,
Oscar music.
and it's rough, and it gets everywhere.
Let me guess. You were 10 when you saw Attack of the Clones.
Dude,
yeah,
I was like 4.
Let's see. Attack of the Clones came out in 2002. I would have been about
Never mind,
4
I was
or
like
5
3.
years old.
I was like 3. I was 3 when that came out.
Okay. You guys are really young.
Okay, but we can defend it because like we recently did in the summer, like we rewatched the movie, right? And like there are parts where Anakin is really cringy and he's kind of a psychopath.
Yeah,
So,
it's called that part is called Attack of the Clones.
Not the women. I mean, what's he saying? But the women,
not the men,
children.
But the women and the children, and they're in a diner in space. Oh, that's cool.
Cloners.
Dude.
Oh.
The clones saved the prequels. If you think about it, like besides like the main.
No, man, Jar Jar saved the prequels.
See, you're mentally ill. That's you need help. You need help.
Just kidding. I'm totally.
If it wasn't for the Clone Wars series, the prequels would be trash.
I wouldn't. I don't agree fully, but I do agree that if it wasn't for the Clone Wars, the prequels wouldn't be as big as they are today.
Dude, There's no emotional connectivity in those movies whatsoever.
Even Revenge of the Sith.
That one, yes, but only because you already know who Darth Vader is. If you go into those movies and you don't have any context of who Darth Vader is, it doesn't mean anything.
True, but Qui-Gon will forever be my.
I think
Qui-Gon's my favorite Jedi, bro. We just did a podcast last week we all picked a Jedi and defended him as the greatest Jedi. Qui-Gon's my guy. He's my number one. I think he's the best Jedi of all time. He created what being a Force ghost is.
I think Qui-Gon is the definition of a Jedi. Yes,
bro, that's exactly what I said, dude. Fist bump it. I'm telling you, Qui-Gon's my guy, man. I love Qui-Gon.
So we got another question in here. What is the best Star Wars game? For me, it's Star Wars Battlefront 2. Or the Bounty Hunter game where you play as Jango Fett.
Star Wars Republic Commando.
That's a dope game.
No. It's Lego Star Wars.
Lego Star Wars 3.
Lego Star Wars. I take that back. It's Lego Star Wars.
You know what? I had a lot of fun playing Squadrons, but I wouldn't say it's like the best. I think the best Star Wars video game of all time is Shadows of the Empire.
I never played it, but I do have.
What about The Force Unleashed?
That was pretty good.
Force Unleashed is
first
so,
one.
It's hard to because like Shadows of the Empire is like you're basically playing as a character named Dash Rendar, who's like a bootleg. It's not canon anymore, but when I was a kid, it was like a big deal when I was a kid. I played on the N64.
Yeah. It's like a bootleg Revan, wasn't it?
No, you're like a bootleg Han Solo. Your name's Dash Rendar. You have like a droid. You fly a ship that looks just like the Millennium Falcon. Like they could have.
Except it's the aluminum pigeon.
Yeah, but like you fight Boba Fett. You fight IG-88. It's a really fun game. There's like it starts with the Battle of Hoth. It takes place in between episodes 4 and 5. Or I'm sorry, 5 and 6. Say 5 and 6. What's up?
Hoth? Battle of Hoth?
Did I say Hoth?
No, I'm just saying. Hoth.
Oh.
Isn't it Hoth?
Because we all all right, so I don't know how familiar you are with George Lucas, but it's Saga and Hoth and Han. And what? Yeah, it's another check for daddy. So we got another question here. The best clone character. Easy. It is Dogma. Said no one ever.
The best cloned character?
Best clone character. It's all it says. So that could be literally anybody.
Shit. Dude, I gotta go with Rey.
What?
She's a clone, bro.
I'm convinced this is a punk call from you, dude.
All right, where's the camera?
Dude.
Oh, I see the camera in the back over there. You see that? It's a prank,
Aston, get out of here. They're on to us.
Clone?
No, man.
Come on, man. Rey.
Rey's a dope jet. You guys are hating hard. You guys are on this I hate everything that's new train.
No, we actually
don't.
We're actually not.
You're gonna hate on Rey?
We're not hating.
Tell me Attack of the
the
Clones
worst
is not a
Jedi.
trash movie.
No.
You're gonna hate on Rey.
It's nothing about hate. The problem I have with the sequels, it's nothing with the actors. It's nothing with the characters. It's the writing and directing is my problem with the sequels.
There's nothing wrong with any of those movies until you get to Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, true. I agree with
Half
that.
a
So
part.
you can't discount two movies because one's kind of badly written. Well, hang on. One's really badly written.
I think it
I
was.
love
discount two
now.
movies because
Now,
one
don't get me
sucks.
wrong. I loved watching them. Like they were really entertaining to watch, and I loved The Force Awakens.
Yeah, that means they're fun.
Yeah, they're fun
You know
to
what's not
watch.
fun? Attack of the Clones.
No, that one's fun to watch too.
You're the first person
Sure,
ever
if
to
you're
bash
brain
on
dead,
Attack
Like,
of
all
the
right, so
Clones.
like, look, hear me out. All right, so you're in the gunship. It's the first time the universe has ever seen clone troopers. You're in the gunship. You're in Yoda's gunship, more specifically. You hear a perimeter around the survivors we must create. You're this clone trooper over here. Like, what did he just say? Like, just think about that clone. He's like, what did he just say? Like,
I think
speak normal, dude.
differently, dude.
I still think the prequels are better than. I think those 3 prequel movies are better than like The Rise of Skywalker and The Last Jedi, because The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker is basically one really, really long movie, because like
Disagree,
that
bro.
middle
I think
movie.
Force Awakens and Last Jedi are one really, really long movie. And I think the biggest issue with Last Jedi is my second favorite Star Wars movie, but the issue I have with The Last Jedi, which there are plenty of.
Oh, there's
But I always
issues with
say-
every movie.
Rose.
Correct.
Is like,
Yeah. I mean, there's issue with A New Hope. Like, you don't leave Tatooine till an hour into the movie. I mean, that you go back and watch the New Hope. It's kind of boring. Like, for real.
But New Hope is the only Star Wars movie where you have the hero's journey from start to end.
In one movie.
One movie.
Yeah, because like they didn't even think it was going to be this big thing.
Because it was just Star Wars.
It was Star Wars. Yeah, that was the, you know what I mean? Like, so that makes sense for the time. Like, I get it. But what was I saying? What were we talking about?
You were talking about how The Last Jedi is the worst Star Wars
Sucks.
movie?
No, I was saying it's the second best Star Wars movie because
So
it
close.
It is. So here's the thing. The biggest issue for me with Last Jedi is the fact that there is no time jump. I think if you would have had Rey even there for like a month or so, or two, I mean, because we don't actually know canon-wise how long Luke was training with Yoda on Dagobah.
Mhm.
You know, it seemed like it might have been a week or two, something like that. We're not so sure. But I mean, Rey does get more training than Luke does on screen. If you want to get technical,
Luke is a dropout. Yes.
there's Luke bails and you know goes like, I know what you said, guy who stops the Sith from kind of rising. I'm gonna go and do my own thing. Like he's a really defiant character. I mean, Rey at least. her fault is that she sees good in somebody who at the time there's no good in, and she kind of misreads Kylo Ren. But that's my biggest issue with The Last Jedi is I think every Star Wars movie needs a time gap.
So here's how I can defend that. You say how Rey had more training, but Luke was a blood Skywalker of a kid.
She's a blood Palpatine.
Skywalkers are more powerful, though, in my opinion.
But that's not true because all the Skywalkers are dead and Palpatine's still alive at the end of Episode 9.
Technically, Palpatine died in Episode 6.
Thing, though, like we always talk about this on the show. Like just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's not canon.
Oh no, I don't. No, that's not what I'm saying. Like I like those movies. It's just I don't like how they were produced and made. And
see, I think the only issue is the writing in 9. 7 and 8, I think, are both brilliantly written, minus Canto Bight.
I will say one thing that really bothered me about Episode 9 was the dialogue. Like 2 examples.
Palpatine returned. How? He did.
Well, no, one of them was they fly now. Like really, they've been flying since the Clone Wars.
You've known that. Yeah, exactly. Like, dude, you were a stormtrooper guy.
Yeah,
like, what are you
and
talking
then
about?
The second problem I had was
they fly now.
Yeah. The second problem I had was it was on the top of my head and I just lost it. It'll come back to me later.
I think from my opinion. So when I first watched The Last Jedi, I thought it was great. That's because like of the potential that it had for the last movie. But when I saw the last movie, I was going with what you were saying earlier in the Jedi Talk show, like that one bad movie like made me say that those other 3 movies were garbage, because like that last movie was kind of like that. The sequels don't really have a backbone. And then another thing what I didn't like about the sequels was that there was no sense of urgency. Like everybody was just like chilling, and then if you think to the original, like Luke had to leave his training to go save his friends because they're about to get like trapped or whatever, and then Rey's over here like just like trying to learn something that she doesn't know anything about, and like Luke just like gives up halfway. Luke is like an alcoholic in The Last Jedi. Like what happened to the symbolism of hope, the symbolism of Star Wars? Like personally, like Rian Johnson does not know Star Wars, and like
dog, you are way off base on this, bro.
Dude. No, like
dude, you're way off base on this. He
knows zero.
I got
Star
one
Wars.
better. J.J. Abrams doesn't understand Star Wars. He needs to go back to Trek
before I give you Rian Johnson.
Rian Johnson is a good director, but he does not know anything about Star Wars.
I think J.J. Abrams had an idea of Star Wars based on his childhood, and just kind of remade that movie and had no intention of answering any of those questions. I think if you don't like The Last Jedi, it's J.J. Abrams' fault. I mean, Rian Johnson's only able to do what he had. I mean, he kind of got put in a bad situation.
Same thing.
I mean, think about how The Force Awakens ends. It literally ends on a cliffhanger. Luke's on a cliff, and then it just fades. It's like, so now what?
But they had
had
a
imagine
plan.
watching The Force Awakens, dude. Imagine watching The Force Awakens, and then you have to go write the next movie.
But
good luck with that guy.
But your next move as the director of Episode 8 is to give Rey the lightsaber, hand it to Luke, and him chunk it over the shoulder. Like that doesn't.
Yes, it does. No, it does. It does. Stop. I hate this argument. Is silly. This argument is silly, dude. It does make sense. He shut himself off from the Force. He wants nothing to do with it. He went into hiding. Rey found him. He was done because of what he did to his nephew. It does make sense.
I get that.
He is literally the symbolism of hope. Like
I get
Luke
that,
Skywalker
but to have
is
Luke
the
Skywalker do that
of the Rebel Alliance.
Yeah,
he's a different person. It's 30 years later from a Return of the Jedi.
Because
he's
when you
jaded now. He literally saw his nephew becoming the next Darth Vader and was like, I gotta knock this out. Then when he wasn't able to do that, he took himself out of the situation.
Like
it's the same thing Obi-Wan did.
No, because
and you all love Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan was different.
No, it's not. It's the same thing.
The thing is with Luke, like that whole scene where they did a flashback, like he visioned that his whatever his apprentice would turn to the dark side. Like that was just so irrational. That was not Luke Skywalker. That was Rian Johnson's version of Luke Skywalker, which is completely wrong. And like from there, that movie went down the toilet. And then the fight scene was the worst fight scene I've ever seen in the whole Star Wars history.
Which
I'm talking
one?
about the
You're
one,
talking about
the
Praetorian
very-
Guard scene?
Oh,
Yeah, that thing
now
was
hold up,
terrible.
hold up, Danny.
Hang on a
No, I can
second.
talk
Dude,
to this.
dude,
No,
you
hold
are
on.
just reading things you've read on Reddit.
No, I saw it right when it happened. I was like, what happened to the
You're
dagger right there?
crazy.
Oh,
That-
no, dude.
My theater went lit, dude. They were
No,
freaking
dude.
out. You're crazy, bro.
But you're
We had
also
a
crazy, dog.
You're also from Orlando, so the water's different down there.
That's true. That is
So-
very fair. I do live
So
in
no,
Florida.
look,
It's not-
the
you're not-
worst,
you're not-
the
Thinking some
worst
gator
fight
water over
scene,
there.
the worst fight scene in Star Wars
is
is
the
the
one-
Book of Boba Fett Chapter 3 pod racing down the streets of Mos Espa scene. That is the
On the-
worst scene.
Is that
on
the
the-
one with like the scooters, the Vespas?
Yeah, the Skittle
Yeah,
game.
like the Target grandma.
No,
look
there's a
things.
worse one in Book of Boba Fett when he goes into the shop and they're making the android out of Fennec Shan. That's worse. The music is just. It's like Daft Punk got back together and made a. It's horrible, dog. That music.
No, that reminded me of like a tattoo parlor.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's-
and you know, from all the tattoo parlors we've seen in Star Wars, that makes a lot of sense.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ah,
I mean,
awful.
You know what? I respect that you defend The Last Jedi and Force
I'll
Awakens.
defend it until the day I die, sir.
And I will.
You see this American flag behind me? It's because the Last Jedi reigns supreme, brother.
hey, we're all
Like-
fans here. We all have the same passion.
No, dude, that's why it's fun. Like I don't.
Yeah, it's a discussion. It's not an
Yeah,
argument.
if you don't like, I'm shouting and I'm being silly to
you're
be
not
funny. But, like,
with
no,
me,
dude, like if you don't like it,
then
I
you're
text
my
you.
You're
enemy.
against me, you're my enemy.
I think the reason why the sequel or the prequel is pretty, it's because you can quote because they were so simple, but yet had so much meaning to them. Like
Yeah, they were simple. They were written by a guy with brain damage.
Another
I don't like
thing.
sand. It's coarse and gets everywhere. Ugh, that's great.
Hey, you know what
But
that
no,
is?
the complexity of Luke Skywalker's
what about
emotions
the
in
okay?
a
What about
second
the
where he goes like, "Oh, I could prevent the worst thing from happening again right now, but I can't do that because it's my nephew." That's too much for you. Okay, I get it.
But you know what that
You're
is?
like, I don't like sand. Yes.
You know what that is? It's another check for daddy.
Okay, but think about Rey's, like she never went through anything like personal. Like she didn't lose an arm.
That's not
She-
true. She
she's-
didn't know
That's
who
not
he was.
Star
She was
Wars until
waiting-
you lose a
She was
limb.
waiting for people
Yeah.
to come back for her.
And like she's super OP, and like she beat Kylo in the Force
Because he was
Awakens.
wounded. Did you forget the
But
entire thing they
he's
set
a
up with the
tra-
bowcaster the
He
entire
is a
time in the Force
trained
Awakens?
I do agree with
Skywalker.
that.
He's a trained knight. I guess he lost to her with like
He
'cause
got
she has
shot in the
Palpatine.
stomach and was bleeding out in the forest, dude. It's the only reason they didn't show his guts hanging out because it's a Disney movie. He got, dude. Remember that scene in the boat with the bowcaster and he's shooting it and the stormtrooper flies across the screen. He got shot with that same bullet at point blank, and he took it like a man because he's a
Yeah.
friggin' Skywalker, bro.
All right, so look,
took
we agree here on Rodian Radio that stormtroopers are the rag dolls of Star Wars, no matter
Yeah,
what weapon
they're
it is.
basically they're hilarious. They're my favorite part of Star Wars.
And when the Book of Boba Fett episode 1 came out, and I saw a lot of people was like hating on, why is there a stormtrooper in the Sarlacc pit? I'm like, think about it. Out of all characters in Star Wars, if one
Wait,
tripped
why
and
was there a
fell,
stormtrooper in the Sarlacc? I mean, it had to be
Don't even know.
from something before, right?
well,
Yeah,
here's
right
how you here. I'm about to give you the answer. We know that in A New Hope they were patrolling Tatooine. So who's to say they weren't there, up until the sail barge? If one character in Star Wars slipped and fell into a Sarlacc pit, who would it be? A
Stormtrooper.
stormtrooper.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
No,
Yeah,
perfect sense.
I never liked stormtroopers. They were always so ugly.
Well,
Yeah,
remember too that don't they say that like you get that slowly digested over the period of 10,000 years?
Yeah.
1,000 years is 1,000 years? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's. I mean, anybody could have fallen in there at some point,
I would have loved to see like a Weequay or
right?
something. Yeah, that would have been great. But no,
What do
they
you guys
went with
think? What do you guys think so far about the Book of Boba Fett? Are you guys here for
You
it?
mean the Book of Boba Fett or Mando season 3?
Or Halo.
Mando
Or
season-
Halo.
I thought
Mando-
I was watching
dude.
Halo.
when I was watching that, I was like, this is for sure Halo.
I was like, am I watching the trailer to the new Halo like on Paramount? Was
The
this
Paramount, right?
Like I
I'm with you,
texted
dude.
Danny
I
and
was-
I'm like,
I was-
Danny,
I thought
imagine
my
Master
jaw
Chief.
like hit the controller and I was watching like the preview by accident.
I texted Danny and I was like, Danny, imagine Master Chief rolling in on a Rancor.
I think like the power would go out because everybody would start screaming at the top of their lungs.
I would.
Master Chief in Star Wars.
I would like you just see this fight going down, all of a sudden you hear like
It's like those like really bad edited YouTube videos of like they do like who versus
yeah.
might as well just throw in.
And then like everybody starts fighting, it pans out to the left, you see all the guys from Gears of War coming in and
Gears
Gears of War is awesome. I love that game.
Yeah, the chainsaw, dude, that was always my favorite.
What was it called? The Lancer? That's a gun? I think that's what it was called, the Lancer.
Yeah, I think you're right. Right.
Oh, God, dude.
But you guys, I like it though. Like I don't understand the hate on a lot of Star Wars stuff right now. I don't understand the hate on the Halcyon. I don't understand the hate on the Halcyon's a Star Wars hotel for people who don't know.
Mhm.
I have a reservation for May 2nd through the 4th there. We're doing it. I'm excited about it. I don't understand that hate. I don't understand the Book of Boba Fett hate. Is it the best Star Wars stuff I've ever seen? No. Is it the worst? Not even close.
No.
I mean, like until something is worse than the holiday special, like I don't want to hear you complaining.
You want to know?
You know what I mean? Like for real though, like because that's like that was made by George Lucas and the original cast was there, and like no one ever complains about that, but it's terrible.
You know, Star Wars to me has always been like my life. Like I've been in Star Wars ever since I was 2 years old.
I'm with you, man.
So 20.
I knew what the toys were.
So 23 years almost. I've been in Star Wars. 22, 23, give or take.
That's crazy.
The one thing for me that is my favorite thing about Star Wars is the language that the characters speak. Like Huttese, who thinks of Chut Chut Watto? Or who thinks of
the screwy Dopot Slamo?
Yeah, like who thinks of McClunky? Like it's great, and I know there's probably a lot of people gonna get. Yeah, Ichuto. I love the language in Star Wars. Yeah, Dang Ferret. And then Scug Hole and Banthadiddle, and it's just great. Another check for Daddy.
Another check for Daddy.
Danny can do the laugh way better than I can.
Oh my God, he's like.
I've never tried to do a George Lucas impression. I've done like one like in passing. I've never tried to.
Bro, we have our own merchandise here on our show and stuff. So I've actually got a shirt that I designed myself, and on the front it's got our logo. This is actually one of the shirts too, or our Star Wars podcast. On the back there's a Rodian head, but on this other shirt it's got the logo on front, and on the back it's got George Lucas, and it says quotation marks, another check for Daddy.
Dude, I need that shirt so bad. I need it.
It's my favorite shirt. I wear it more than any shirt.
Okay. Honestly, now that I think about it, Star Wars has its good moments. It has its great, it's okay, and it has its terrible moments. But overall, Star Wars is not a bad was this, I guess, like thing overall.
No,
like,
dude, if it wasn't, we
all.
wouldn't all be sitting here talking about
nobody.
it.
We would talk about
Star Wars has
like,
brought three people together. One person lives in California, one lives in Florida, one lives in Alabama. Star Wars has brought us together. It's beautiful, and that's what's fun about it. And like, I don't like when people get defensive about what they like. Mm-hmm. I know I did with Last Jedi, but like I'm doing it in a silly way. I don't care. Definitely, I'm not trying to convince you that it's good. I'm telling you why I like it. And I think more people need to like realize that like it's okay to talk about things that people don't necessarily like. My opinion is not going to make you look at the movie differently. Yeah. I'm just telling you why I like it, and I think that needs to happen more.
You know what needs to happen more? More people needs to subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can give away one of these free hoodies. And people need to subscribe to JediTalk more because this is a blast.
I love this. We got to make this a regular thing, you guys. I love this.
Yes, this is great.
I love it.
But no, I can send you pictures of our merchandise whenever we get done.
Do it and send me a link, and I'll buy a shirt. 100%.
Oh, cool. So the way we work is we do through PayPal or Venmo. We don't have a website that we do through.
Whatever you got to do.
It's a whole lot easier.
I'm gonna support you guys. You guys are awesome.
We appreciate it. But no, like so. I'm working on one right now. I don't really want to drop any spoilers, but the spoiler.
Drop a hit. Drop like a J.J. Abrams little Easter egg here. Drop something.
Okay, so the spoiler, it's gonna be somewhere in my camera.
There you go.
That was my J.J. Abrams impression.
My God, dude. I just wish, honestly, like, okay, seriously though, like so when I went into watching Rise of Skywalker, I already knew this movie was gonna suck. I just already had a feeling, but like I needed to watch it. 'Cause I'm a Star Wars
you
fan.
went in not liking it already.
Okay, but
The
like
movie's fine. It's still not worse than Attack of the Clones.
I don't know about that one.
It's
but
better
like,
than Revenge of the Sith. How about that?
oh, that's even worse. You're about to
Oh, how about that?
look at the chases. It's speechless right now. But anyways, I'm
I
gonna keep
know, but
going.
that's okay.
I
That
just
one
feel
really
like-
did just like kick me in the
He's
gut.
thinking about a new T-shirt design. He's not thinking about the movie.
Oh yes,
like,
now I'm totally gonna have Obi-Wan looking down at the Last Jedi on the Starlight Pit, going, "Hello there."
but seriously, I feel like that after the Rise of Skywalker, I felt like the community was split and there was a lot of hate. Like I've never seen so much hate in Star Wars until the
Last
Rise of
Jedi,
Skywalker.
bro. You weren't paying attention.
Last Jedi wasn't too bad because like before.
What
they
are you
even
talking about? Ryan Johnson got death threats, man. You're
Okay,
crazy.
but
The
I
Last
kinda-
Jedi was way more divisive.
Dude,
I feel like a lot of the
I think
reason.
some people didn't like The Last Jedi. They didn't go see it's fine. Like you can not like it. It's your prerogative. But some people didn't like The Last Jedi. That The Rise of Skywalker didn't make more money than The Last Jedi did.
I feel like a lot of the reason why the community was split is because, I mean, think about it. The prequels were almost 20 years ago. The next Star Wars movies were 20 years after, where technology literally runs the world. So you've got critics in everybody's pocket. Everybody's their own critic nowadays. And all it takes is one person to go viral, and everybody's just gonna, oh, that makes sense. I'm gonna agree with this guy. And you don't even get
That
the movie
happened a lot.
description.
That was a big issue with The Last Jedi. Was people were like
The,
reviewing the movie before they'd even
you've-
seen it.
You've already made a guy mad in the
yeah, but
lobster.
when you said Revenge of the Sith, he's ready to throw hands right now.
Hey,
Yeah,
Revenge of the
yeah,
Sith
we got a guy
is
in the
not even
chat.
close to as good. Come on,
Look,
get out of
we got,
here.
We got a guy in the
It
chat.
only it's only
screaming.
emotional because you know who those characters are already.
He hears like a car like right outside his house. It's like,
he's like
Shot in the head. George Lucas is
82-15.
gonna come up and shoot me.
8215 Latham Lane, Orlando, Florida. Is that you? Is that your address?
oh,
Close
God.
enough. Yeah, type that in and see what happens.
Yeah, close enough.
No,
he's-
man, I'm being silly. No, as a film, Revenge of the Sith is a better movie. There's a lot of stuff wrong. I'm gonna say things that I don't mean sometimes.
If you're not with me, you're my
You're
enemy.
again.
I will do what I
Liar!
must.
There's just so much bad stuff in it. I mean,
You
The-
turned
the-
her
here-
against
here-
me.
you turned her against me. You have done that yourself. Like
Your
there's,
new empire.
you will try.
Anakin, my
Like-
allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy.
Democracy.
It just sounds like
Me too, bro. That's
a
why I got
last
this
minute,
American flag
like-
behind me, bro. Get after it.
Yeah.
No, but no, I'm just being silly. Like, no, the Rise of Skywalker. It's one of those movies. I left that movie going, "There's no way anyone cannot like this movie." Then when I started rewatching it again, I started going like, "Wait a second, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. None of this makes any sense." Wait a second. They found a knife that just so happens to line up with the Death Star's destruction. And that somehow makes them able to go in and find the other Wayfinder that's in Palpatine's room. That's just none of it makes any sense whatsoever.
It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground.
ground. That's way better. But you guys don't remember, like, you guys. I don't know if you guys are just too young or like you're just not remembering. Hayden got death threats, dude. Like for real about how bad he was in Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the
I
Sith.
knew he got a
And
lot
now-
of hate. I knew he got a lot of hate.
Dude, the guy that played Jar Jar was gonna kill
he did.
himself.
Yeah,
like
he
for
did get
real.
Yeah, I've heard stuff
I
about
remember
that
that
too.
one.
Like,
that's
we may be
true.
young.
That's-
Like
I'm not
we
being
may be
silly on
young.
that. Like he for real was like having mental illness because of it.
Like we
Like
may
people
be.
hated those movies, guys.
We may
And
be a
it's
lot
just
younger
so
than
funny
you.
to see.
But like our knowledge is very high up there because like we live, eat, and breathe.
No, I'm not. Yeah, you definitely is. I know you guys know what you're talking about, but I'm just saying, like, remembering the times of like hating those movies. People hated them, and now everyone's like so excited that Hayden's coming back, and I'm like, you guys were like, there's like people that are excited now. We're like sending him death threats. Like, dude, I remember at Celebration just a few years ago in Orlando. He was the only celebrity that didn't sell out for his autographs.
I would have went over there and just like
same.
sat at
Me
the guy's
too,
table
dude.
with him.
Me too. He's to me, he's Anakin. Like there's Anakin and there's Vader. He's Anakin. I don't know if he's gonna be a good Vader, but I'm curious. I want to see the human side of Vader, which is Anakin.
Matt Lanter's also an exception for Anakin.
Oh, dude, he's awesome. I love him. He like almost redeems that character.
He brought the wittiness to Anakin Skywalker.
100%.
Where Hayden Christensen brought the emotion.
Yeah, I agree. Liar!
Yeah. You turned her against me.
See, that's one of the things about the sequels that I love is there's no cringy performances.
What?
Like even with characters you don't like, there's nothing.
Are you gonna tell me Finn? All I remember from Finn and the sequels is that him screaming Rey like 90%.
That's a meme. You're just saying
no, it's not, dude. It's literally in the trailers, bro.
It's
I rewatched episode 9's trailer today, and he's literally screaming Rey.
And then I remember The Force Awakens when they were like in hyperspace with Han Solo and Rey, and then she bypassed the compressor.
I bypassed the compressor.
I'm like, how do you know?
Are you an outer space mechanic? How do you know?
And
I bypassed the compressor.
How do you know?
And then
what are you, a mechanic? What are you, a mechanic of the Millennium Falcon? Get out of here.
And
you mean the aluminum pigeon?
Encyclopedia.
The aluminum pigeon.
But it was funny to me is because somebody did make a meme. I did watch it, but like it was she bypassed the compressor and then the ship blew up because Han Solo was like, "You did what?" And it blew. I thought
my issue with episode 9 is that it feels like a movie, a video game cinematic.
Oh God!
Like they made concept art for a video game. Like just make it into a movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious.
Like the all of the Star Destroyers. Like I hate that. I hate that shot. I hate it. And also, there's no Sith. I wish we went to go see that. There's no Sith, and then there's millions of them on a planet somewhere that no one's ever heard of. Like none of that.
And you got to have a Pathfinder to get there.
Yeah, but there's only 2 of them, but there's millions of people there. Like it doesn't make any sense.
And then Palpatine is all the Sith.
I'm all the Sith. I'm here too somehow from a reason that no one can answer.
Yeah, like
I hate it. I hate it. Rise of Skywalker. If you want to say that movie sucks, that's fine. But I think if you objectively look at The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker, it's like 2 completely separate things that just was like one is a well-written sequel to something that was a cliffhanger in episode 7. And the other one is just like someone did some drugs and then saw a Star Wars movie and then just started writing stuff down and they're like, sounds good, do it.
All right.
Yeah, well, I do agree with your logic. And I do know that while they were writing these movies, they didn't even know themselves what they wanted to do with Rey. Like while they were writing these movies.
Finn was supposed to be a Jedi.
Yeah. I
think Rian Johnson dropped the ball on that, and that could just be like deleted scenes. Like who knows what the real issue?
Did you know in The Force Awakens there's actually a deleted scene of Chewbacca ripping Unkar Plutt's arm out of his socket?
I do know that. I love that scene. I love it. I think it's actually still in the novelization.
Wookiee
I'm a Star Wars book guy. I read all the books and stuff.
Nice.
If you guys haven't read the Rise of Skywalker novelization, I highly, highly, highly recommend it.
Barely watched the movie. Why would I even read the book?
Because it fills in a lot of the issues with the movie, and there are issues with.
No, fun fact though, I actually watched that movie like the second day it was out in Subway.
What?
I was not in the theater. I watched it in Subway.
Do you work at Subway, or are you just hanging out at a Subway?
I was hanging out at Subway, and I seen it was on a website, like a streaming website, and I'm like, yeah.
You just hang on. You just randomly came across a link. No, bro, you were looking for a link.
I was looking for it, yeah, but it was a streaming site.
Someone just texted me a link and I just saw it. How dare you? You know what you were doing.
It was all illegal from the best of my knowledge.
I am not.
It was a
associated
Disney
with
Plus
this.
link, and he happened to just click on it, and it showed
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's what luck.
Yeah, what luck. What luck. Man. Yeah, you heated up the chat when you said The Last Jedi was better than the
Yeah, this
Revenge
guy
of the Sith.
I was like, buddy, I know I just barely met you, but I'm concerned for you.
Yeah,
Hey, bro, Last
I
Jedi's
don't
better.
like. I'm not disputing you or anything. Like, I'm concerned for your safety saying something like that.
Bro, send them my way. You can add us at JediTalk. You can add me at Brad. I don't even know what my Instagram is. Brad Ventures. I don't know what it is. What you find me, and I'll defend it. We can talk.
Prequel hater 99.
I don't hate the prequels. I love the prequels. I love all of Star Wars. I even like Episode 9.
Oh God.
Episode
Like,
9
it's all
of The
Star Wars.
Mandalorian. Yeah, I like that one.
The Mandalorian was good. Season 2 of season 1, where you could just write it off. Who cares?
Dude, that episode is one of the best things ever.
Which one?
Season 2, episode 1 with Cobb Vanth.
Yes, love Cobb
It was
Vanth.
awesome.
Do you read any of the Star Wars novels?
I have not read any of the novels, but I know a little bit of like Legends
So
and the extended
This
universe.
is why I can debate people, because I know stuff. Okay, Cobb Vanth's a character from the book Aftermath.
I knew
and
he
it
was
was-
from Legends. So is
No,
Black
it's canon.
Chrysanthemum.
No, Aftermath is canon. Aftermath's a canon novel written by Chuck Winding, and it is a canon novel that takes place in between episodes 6 and 7. It was a journey to the Force Awakens novel, and they talk about Cobb Vanth in that book, and he's one of the first characters to go from a book to a live action series.
So is Black Chrysanthemum. He was in the books.
He was in the comic books, the Darth Vader series. Yep.
Yeah, and he actually has a scar from Obi-Wan right here.
Yep. I love Black Chrysanthemum. He's a great character. I want to see. Okay, tomorrow's a new episode. I don't know. This is being recorded, right? So people might not be listening to it live, right?
We had a few people come in and out on the live, but yeah, this is a pre-recording.
Okay, so tomorrow's a new episode of Mandalorian. Do you guys have any predictions for tomorrow? What's going to go
We
down?
actually just finished our show, and it'll be out in the morning.
All right, so sum it up, because I literally we talked about it and I
Sum
summed
it
up.
up.
All right.
We said Mace Windu's coming, and Jar Jar's the bad guy. So
I don't buy anything you just said. You're a liar.
no, I was
We said-
halfway telling you what I said.
All right, we said Luke is training Mando. Then we had
With
a
the dark saber, yeah, that's what we
Yeah,
think too. That's what
and
we
then
think.
and then we predict that the main bad guy, because there's like the Pikes or like whatever, but like they hire like say Cad Bane, then Cad Bane somehow takes away the saber from Mando, then he tells Boba. Our theory is that like Cad Bane, like, because Grogu comes back with Mando, and then Mando has to make a choice between the saber and Grogu, and he chooses Grogu and gives Bane the saber, and then he tells Boba, you can have the saber, just beat Bane. Then he kills Bane, and then now Boba Fett's the ruler of Mandalore, or basically burnt toast Mandalore.
Burnt
I
toast
like
Mandalore.
Yeah,
If we get a live action Cad Bane, holy crap!
dude, I need to.
If I get a
saw,
live
dude.
action Cad Bane, I'm immediately FaceTiming you, Danny. Like
Really?
immediately.
I'm like, it's like 6 a.m. I'm like, it's like 3 a.m. for me. I'm like,
Yeah,
who
there's
the
gonna
hell
be
is FaceTiming?
fireworks in my bedroom.
Dude, I can't imagine something that would get me more excited than Cad Bane, a live action Cad Bane like that.
I would love to see a Bosk
it
or a
could be,
Dengar, but I
like we
don't
were
see that
saying-
happening.
We were saying like it could be like whoever as Cad Bane, but the voice has to be from the Clone Wars, like the actor. I forgot his name, but it's that guy.
Yeah, that's Cad Bane's voice. Like you can't.
What I want to see, if they do Cad Bane, I want to see, like we were talking about, I want to see Fennec at a bar, and like the door opens up and Tumbleweed comes up, and it's a pan up shot from the boots, and he goes, tilts his hat, hello there, little lady.
Hello, little lady.
And then he
Yeah.
shoots her in the face, and then
Yeah.
boom, Book of Boba Fett, and then the intro.
And then he kills,
They
and then
brought him
he,
back in Bad Batch for a reason.
and then
Like,
so
there's
then
something
he,
going on
so
with Cad Bane.
so my prediction is like he'll end up facing off Boba, and that will be the rewrite of their Mexican standoff. But they can choose to kill one of the characters off by doing that.
Or both.
Or both.
I want both.
Here's my prediction, and we haven't talked about this yet on Jedi Talk. I think our episode about this past episode comes out tomorrow. I think I scheduled
Ours
for
does
tomorrow.
too. 6 a.m.
3 a.m. Got you beat, son. What's up, dog? You got
Man, I'm not getting up that early.
I'll do it right now.
Listen to Rodian Radio. Yeah, you guys are coming on the podcast, our podcast, 100%.
Nice.
Great. I'd love to come on there and just
we're gonna love you
spam
guys.
you with prequel commentary.
Hey, bro.
We're both gonna come at you with full prequels.
I want you guys to just understand. You come on the show, they will not tolerate not liking Last Jedi. So
it's working.
Hey, you know what?
it's gonna happen.
You know what?
It's gonna get landed this mother.
You know what? It's another happy landing.
Another happy landing. It's what it is. No, my thing is, I think tomorrow we're gonna see Mando dip out. I don't think we're gonna get any more of his story. I think that is the perfect cliffhanger to get people interested in Mando season 3.
But
I think
how
we're
would
gonna
he come
shift
back and help
focus.
Boba? Because he tells Fennec, but first I gotta pay a visit. And there's
Yeah.
2
He
episodes
just
left.
dips. He literally
He's
just
gonna go
dips
do his thing with the child. We're gonna see that later, and Boba's gonna have to focus back on the Pikes. And I think he's just gonna keep recruiting muscle. I think we might get a Dengar, we might get a Bosk. I think that's really a possibility.
Maybe a Zuckuss or a Forlong or
I'm here for both of those. I'm here for it. And I think we're gonna get.
IG-88.
I've been saying this from the jump. We're gonna see Kira. She's gonna be in charge of the Pikes, and we're gonna get we're gonna get Han Solo. I don't
What
know.
I tell you, Danny? What did I tell you?
I don't.
This has been my theory from literally. You can go back and listen to our show from literally episode 1. I've been saying that we are going. Not episode 1 of the show. Episode 1. We do a wrap up. A weekly wrap up called. Let me plug my show. We do a weekly wrap up show called Boba Fett where every episode we kind of go through it in detail of every episode.
I tell you where he wasn't. He wasn't in this last episode.
Correct. Boba Fett where? Not episode 5.
Yeah, not in episode 5.
So I've been saying for the longest we're gonna get. I think we're gonna get an aged up Alden Ehrenreich. I don't think Han's coming. I don't think they would get Harrison Ford for a Boba Fett TV show.
Depends how much.
Well, Harrison Ford, they're filming in Indiana Jones 5, and Harrison Ford has been rumored for the de-aging process.
He had some time off because of his injury for that. So I mean, they could have been like, "Hey, can we wheel you over in your wheelchair over to the set of Mandalorian Book of Boba Fett?"
But I don't want
some lines for us.
As much
Can you
as
do
I
a
would,
line or two, Harrison? Come on.
As much as I would love to see Han and Chewie, I don't want it to happen because I feel like Chris Stanton.
You're not going to see Chewie. You won't see Chewie because Chewie.
Well, I feel like if Chewie was in it, Chris Stanton would completely overshadow Chewie's strength.
Yeah, but you won't see them together because at this point in time is in the time frame of a book called Last Shot, which is a canon novel by Daniel. Oh, what's his name? Oh crap, it's over there. I forget his name. Daniel Hosado. I forget. I'm sorry if I forget it. Daniel. Oh crap, I can't remember his name. Look up the book Last Shot. It's that guy.
Pause a second. What kind of Mountain Dew is that?
This is Mountain Dew Baja Punch from summer. I still have some in.
I actually
work some in my fridge.
I actually work with the company who makes Pepsi.
Shut up.
So yeah.
Well, they make a great product that goes well with rum. So that's what this isn't a.
Well, it's the rum talking that he's saying the Last Jedi is good. Now it makes sense.
You're drinking that. We're actually coming out with a Baja Blast with alcohol in it.
Ooh.
I saw that. I'm here for it, dude.
Oh
that's the reason I go to Taco Bell.
Yeah, they're not going to be serving that at Taco Bell.
Actually, that's not true. There's a Taco Bell.
That's going to be like Taco Cartel.
That sells alcohol.
Did you guys see that they're doing like a Netflix for tacos now?
Oh,
you can pay $10 a month, you get a taco a day.
Are they that desperate?
I think so. I think that's where we're at.
Baja Blast is what keeping Taco Bell alive. No cap.
I don't know. Their cinnamon twists are pretty good. Look, here we are. We were ranting about Star Wars movies. Now we're on Taco Bell. This is something.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about Baja Blast.
What are we talking about?
You were talking about Han, bringing back in the wheelchair.
Here's the question I've been asking people: Would you rather have, if you could like just pick one?
All right.
Would you rather have an aged up Alden Ehrenreich or a de-aged Harrison Ford?
Harrison Ford, all day.
Who's the other
Danny?
guy? I don't know, like, who's that other guy?
Is the guy who
Alden
played Han
Ehrenreich.
in Solo.
He's German.
Oh,
Yeah, they played.
nah, I'd rather go solo.
But don't you think you've had enough of him?
Nah. He's
Like
I'll
how
tell
many
you,
how many
I've
cameos? How
never
many
had enough of
surprise
Darth Maul.
cameos? How many surprise cameos can he do?
I've
He
never
did
had
one.
enough
He
of
did
Darth
one in
Maul.
Rise of Skywalker. Nah, I'm with you. I would Harrison Ford's the way to go. But like,
yeah.
I think if you're I don't know, you're committing to a young Harrison Ford, it'd be kind of cool to see him.
Mhm.
Give him another shot because I don't think that
Hey, kid.
I'm talking about bad directors. Jesus Christ. Ron Howard just completely butchered that movie. Yeah. It's a fun movie, but like that's not Harrison Ford. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
It's
for
not
me,
Harrison Ford, but it is a young Han
the
Solo.
reason why
I like Solo. I like it. It's fun. It's better than Attack of the Clones, but it's not I believe that, by the way. I believe that.
Case, it's the rum talking, just ignore him.
That's not
It's the
hey,
rum-
no, it's
the
not.
rum
It's not. It's not the what is this? The cruising aged light rum. It's not that. It's true. I believe that. I think it's more fun. Doesn't mean it's better. It's more fun. It's also better, but it doesn't mean.
I think I would honestly prefer Sing because, like, growing up,
I mean, we
never really
would all
saw him.
prefer Harrison, right? But
Yeah, definitely.
isn't there something to be said about a character who didn't get their due, like Hayden, coming back and getting a second chance?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be interesting to see him come back as Han Solo and get a second chance and just knock it out of the freaking park?
I
Wait,
feel
you're
like
talking
though
about
for him
Hayden
to
as
do
Han
that, it would
Solo?
just be like a little like 5-minute cameo. And
That's fine.
That's fine with me.
I don't even need him in there that much. I want him like finding Kira. That's what I want. I want him to like be trying to find Kira, because the thing that makes it interesting is that book that I've talked about as canon. And this is when he leaves Ben Solo because he doesn't want to be a dad for Ben.
There we
So
go.
like
It's
it
all
would be,
Han's
like-
fault. Why the Secors were born. It's all Han's
there you
fault.
go. And you're a Han Solo guy, right? So it's what it is.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna have.
It is what it is.
It's what it is.
It is what it is. But I think we've been on this for almost an hour and a half, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my!
So-
It's
I've been yelling for an hour and a half. That's it, dude. We do 4 hours of every Friday.
Lord have mercy, 4 hours.
We do 2 episodes back to back, and usually,
Hey man, I could
can't
sit
stop
here and
talking.
talk for 4 hours straight if I didn't have to work in the morning.
bro, Friday, come on the show. We'll talk for real.
Mm.
I love you. You guys are awesome. I love you guys.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Appreciate it. We love you too, even though we don't agree. But hey,
That's fine, dude. That's fine.
hey,
That's
that
fine.
makes for
I
the
was
best
like-
videos.
That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean we can't like each other because we don't
That's true.
agree.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
That makes
That's
for
silly.
The, did you hear
I
that,
just love the
everybody?
passion.
Just because you don't agree doesn't mean you have to hate each other.
Exactly.
No, it's just silly. I mean, like imagine.
It's
if I
what
was
makes
like,
it
no,
fun.
It does.
Yeah,
It really
correct.
does.
It's
It's
fun.
pretty
Because,
funny.
because
too.
hear me out. What if we're all like, yeah, I like Revenge of the Sith. Oh yeah, it's the best movie ever. Really? I think Revenge of the Sith is the best movie ever. You see how
Yeah.
boring that is?
Imagine
Yeah.
if we're like, hey, what's your favorite Star Wars movie, Danny?
Me, I'd say Revenge of the Sith. Like,
Me too.
Mine's Return of
great.
the Jedi.
Me too.
Yeah, see, it's boring.
it's just.
See, you see how boring that is.
Although
That's
I
why
would
you
never
can't
go
have
as
that.
far as saying The Last Jedi is a masterpiece.
It's a
yeah,
masterpiece.
yeah, that
It
is
is.
like. That
Maybe
is
a
like
masterpiece.
sin.
You're
Uh,
crazy.
toilet
You're-
paper.
You will see in time that you are wrong about this, and that
Oh
it is a
my God,
masterpiece.
I can be 80 years old.
It's the
and
highest rated Star Wars movie on Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes.
I
is a
don't
joke.
agree with anything Rotten Tomatoes puts out.
Fake news.
It's the critic score, not the audience score.
Mm.
You got a point.
So,
All right, I
audience
take that
score,
back.
I
The
agree with
Last
you.
Jedi is a
Critic score is-
masterpiece of toilet paper.
You better watch your mouth because
I just
I'll come
want-
out. There's a high chair behind you. I'm gonna sit you in that high chair. I'm gonna show you who's daddy. Okay.
Yeah, I am. This is
All
my
I'm
house.
saying is when when I eventually have kids, they're going from episodes 1 through 6 and stopping there. And I'm like,
You're
Stop there, bro. You got to go
No.
all the way
Dude,
through
okay.
the Mandalorian.
I can't go.
hang on,
Okay,
on.
Mandalorian. I'll skip 7, 8, 9.
Before we
And then do
end this,
Mandalorian.
I just want to point out that I do live in Orlando, and I was on Rise of the Resistance tonight. And I want to tell you,
That was a cool ride.
the amount of children, and this is for real, the amount of children who are in Rey and Kylo Ren costumes, man, it's just showing to like whether you like the character or not, it's irrelevant. It is showing that these characters touch people in a way that is going to continue moving Star Wars forward, and that's what we all want.
True.
There's not anyone that's on this chat right now that wants Star Wars to stop, no matter what it is.
You'd be surprised. Because I don't know if you follow like the toy community, but you'd be surprised.
Those people are borderline. I'm not okay. We can't. But those people.
You're really about to heat up the chat if you go in this.
We'll talk about those guys
did it with
when
my
we
crossovers.
get on our podcast.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Go wild.
We'll do that because
Oh
I'm
my
pretty
God.
sure I already upset people on our regular show.
Oh, I'm sure
about
I
this
did.
stuff.
Hey, guess what? You're not as cool as you think you are. Let's move on.
So, you know, when I hear somebody say zippers in Star Wars is not Star Wars, and you go back to Empire Strikes Back and Luke Skywalker is zipping up his X-Wing suit, like, are you watching the same Star Wars I'm watching? Or are you watching the Family Dollar discounted version of Star Wars?
Everyone sees Star Wars and they put like blinders on and they're like, "This is my Star Wars."
Yeah, this is my.
And that's
Star
what you
Wars.
guys are doing with the sequels. Let's wrap this show up and we'll see you guys on our podcast, Jedi Talk.
All right.
All right, we appreciate everyone checking
We
us
do.
out. Go check out Jedi Talk. Follow us on Rodian Radio on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. If we can get 100 subscribers on our YouTube, we're gonna give away one of our Wolfpack hoodies.
What, you just need 100? I got you. You're good. I got
Yeah,
you.
we just need 100 to get this
Okay.
giveaway.
Send
So,
me this video. Send me this video.
All right, I will send you the video after we get done here. So until next time, I'm Chase,
This is Danny.
And I'm Brad.
and this has been Star Wars: The House Divided. No, I'm kidding. This is Rodian Radio. May the Force be with you.
Definitely divided.
House of S.
All right, we'll see you guys next time. May the Force be with you on Rodian Radio.